Welcome to Scribbles on Scripts. You know when you learn something new, practice it a bit, think you've got it, then go and try to use it all in a new scenario and it all goes wrong? Makes you wonder if you've understood any of it at all? This happens a lot with loops, and it's not your fault. Here's why. The hard thing about loops is that the number of times a loop runs isn't necessarily the same as the value we store in the loop counter variable. And at first, this idea really doesn't make a lot of sense, because, well, then what's the point? Let's actually take a closer look and see this dissonance in action with a simple for loop that prints its counter. Tracing through the loop, it prints 0 on its first iteration, 1 on its second iteration, and 2 on its third iteration. So the loop ran a total of 3 times, but its counter has a value of 2. This means that one of the culprits is our starting point. But we can change that. So we can start at 1 instead of 0. Let's see what happens then. The loop now prints 1, then 2, but only runs twice. And this is where our real problem is. We see the numbers 1 and 3 in our loop definition, and our brains want to auto-complete this as 1 to 3. They like it when things match. It feels very satisfying. But we also need to account for that less than sign, which makes this a two-step process in our heads and increases the number of things we need to remember, making things just a little bit harder. We can appease our auto-completing pattern matching tendencies by changing the operator in our boundary condition. If we use less than or equal to, we can keep 1 and 3 in our loop definition, and it will actually mean 1, 2, 3. And our counter value will be in sync with the number of iterations. We just have to remember what less than or equal to means. To sum it up, loops are a big source of errors because there's a lot of very similar looking and similar sounding things to think about at once. Loop iterations, loop counters, and boundary definitions all have to work together. They don't necessarily all have to match up like we did here, but making them match can help you find your bug. Thanks for watching!